5. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here with these 3rd down.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Jackson will throw. Buys a little extra time. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Knights are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And they tacked on the extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Burke. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. And once you start to drift, the ball when you throw it is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Creates a little room. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Charles. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Here's the pressure. Complete. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing.
To the air, it's Robertson.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story. story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hughes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quarterback making checks. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out route. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Gets open down the middle. At the 45 on its way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Quarterback empties his backfield. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Uncorks it. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Nixon. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Got a man. It's Hawkins.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Oh, they're after him. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Dialed up the... Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Nixon. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, he's got some space. Defense trying to take it back. The 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play by the most athletic players in the field.
Brown wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time. And I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. And this defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
Touchdown, Knights! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Now they'll run the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air, it's Robertson. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turning it on. Touchdown Bears! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? Can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Bye. And show off that cannon because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return.